Hi, RamFam. I'm Cynthia Murillo, and this is Faculty Spotlight. I'm here with a very special guest today, Dean Clouse. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Oh, thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
I am so excited to get to interview you today. So just a little bit about our show. I don't know if you've seen it in the past. It's called Faculty Spotlight. Basically, we just want to shine the spotlight on y'all. A lot of the shows that we do here at Ram Radio are oriented toward the students. So this is the only show that we have that puts the spotlight on the other side. So super excited. I've heard a lot of great things about you. Basically, like I said, we're shining the spotlight on you for 30 minutes. And really, it's also an opportunity for the students to get to know you on a more personal level. 'Cause I know it could be intimidating in this setting, approaching, a dean sometimes. So it's just an opportunity to kind of tear down some of those walls so we can get to know you. Of course, we want to get to know you professionally, but we definitely want to get to know you personally as well.
That's awesome. I can't wait to share.
All right. Well, so can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, are you from San Angelo?
I'm not from San Angelo, but I'm actually just, it's funny because everybody says San Angelo is West Texas. And then I chime in and I say, I'm really from West Texas. So a little town called Alpine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Alpine, Texas, West Texas.
So how did you end up here?
Well, it's kind of a strange story. So my niece went to ASU back in 2017. She was here and she was part of the cheer team. And I was working at a university in New Mexico. So I knew at that point I needed to get back to Texas for retirement and all things Texas. It's just better here.
Yeah.
So I knew I wanted to get back to Texas, but I wasn't actively looking yet. So my niece's mom said, why don't you meet us in San Angelo and let's just watch her cheer and just get a weekend away. And so I came here and attended a football game, not on the job market at all. And so at halftime, my niece came up and sat with us in the stands and she said, Aunt Scarlett, you really need to come to work at ASU. Aww. And I said, that's really sweet, but that's not the way it works. There's got to be an opening and it's got to align. I kind of got an interview and get the job. So, but in her really, like young view of the profession, she was like, you've got to come to work here. Well, I left that football game, had the best time, enjoyed the game and the people and the atmosphere and everything. And not long after that, about 2 weeks after that, I was looking and the dean job for the College of Education opened up. And I applied and obviously made some sort of an impression on the hiring committee. And here I am. I mean, it was just like the stars aligned. It was perfect.
That is so awesome. Yeah. I love it. So what is your favorite thing about ASU?
I say this all the time. It's the people. Yeah. The people are what make ASU so special. And when I say people, I mean human beings.
Yes.
So the students, the faculty, the staff, our leadership, the volunteers, the supervisor, everybody. It's the people that just, it makes it such a unique place. You don't find it everywhere else.
Yeah. I love ASU. I feel like it's just like a community within a community. I'm so sad I'm graduating in May. And I know.
Well, you got to come back.
I know.
Yeah.
It's been so heavy on my mind. I'm like, I love ASU. I love ASU.
Well,
I love everything about ASU.
Yeah. People that are not here don't really get it.
Yes.
And you explain it, and then they come for a visit, or they come and be a student or whatever, and they're like, that's what you were talking about.
Yes.
So we have a doctoral program in our College of Ed, so maybe it's not time to leave yet.
I'll be here all my life.
Perfect.
So tell us a little bit about what you do here on campus. I know you wear a couple different hats here, so can you tell us a little bit about what you do exactly?
Sure. So my primary job title is Dean of the College of Education. So I serve as dean over there with the most phenomenal people, of the best. So that's my primary role. That's what I was hired to do. And then just recently, I have been named the interim director of the Kay Bailey Hutchison Center for Cyber Intelligence, Innovation, and Security Studies.
Wow.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you couldn't plan out two different opposite ends of the spectrum there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm doing them both and I'm loving it, and there's absolutely no way that I could be effective doing either one of them if it weren't for the team around me. I'm just surrounded by amazing people. Here we go, back to the people again.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So we talked a little bit about your role here at ASU, but we want to get to know you personally. Okay. So might have a little
That's all right. That's okay. Fire away.
Okay, so my first question is, where's your favorite place to eat here in town? Do you have a favorite restaurant?
Oh my gosh. That is a hard question because I like to eat and I like food and I like to go out to eat.
That's why I'm asking you this question.
Yes.
I want to know.
My husband and I frequent lots. We're equal opportunity. We go and we eat everywhere. But some of our go-tos over and over, of course, Jason's Deli.
Ooh, yes.
And so we have to gauge, like, okay, we haven't been really good. We've had a lot of chips and queso. So we need to go to Jason's Deli and get the salad bar.
Yes.
So Fuentes is so good.
Oh, my gosh. I just ate there Tuesday.
Oh, my gosh.
Tuesday, I was at Fuentes.
It's
so
delicious.
good. Yes.
Yeah. So on a personal level, I'm a vegetarian.
Okay.
I've been a vegetarian since I was an infant.
Awesome.
And at Fuentes, John Fuentes has a whole thing of vegetarian items on his menu. And so I feel right at home because nobody gives me weird looks or anything. So I can order veggie fajitas and have a really great meal with that. So,
yes. Yeah. That is the hardest thing. So I'm not a vegetarian, but I do like sometimes I'll do a Daniel's fast. And so I can't eat any meats. And I hate it because I'm like, there's so much preparation. And if you want to go out to eat, sometimes it's the hardest thing trying to find somewhere to eat.
Yeah. Done it all my life. So I know.
So you get it.
And I'm surviving. So I do just fine. But yeah, it does.
It's doable, guys. It is doable.
It is doable.
You can be a vegetarian too.
And live.
Yeah. 21 days is my max. And I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is so funny. Okay. Next question. Sure. Where is your favorite, or what has been your favorite vacation spot?
Ooh. So every year we try to load everybody up and go on a vacation. And sometimes it's in the U.S. and sometimes it's not. But I have to say my very favorite vacation so far has probably is probably Grand Cayman. Yeah, Cayman Islands are just relaxing and beautiful. And it's not like a around the world trip. And I love the beach. I'm a warmer weather kind of gal. And so there's just something about being at such an idyllic location, but having your family around you. And it's the best. So we went I think it's been about 3 years. Yeah. And we've had vacations after that. We went to Florida last year, another beach vacation, and it was lovely. 30A, it's a little, series of beaches there in Florida, and had an amazing time. And so I would say definitely a beach, and Grand Cayman is at the top.
I love the beach. I love the beach. What's your favorite thing to do on the beach?
Sit and read.
Me too.
Get out of here.
No, I'm such a nerd.
Yeah.
My poor husband. Every time we go, I have like a whole suitcase for my stuff. Yeah. And then a whole suitcase just books and journals.
Yeah.
It's really bad. I feel so bad for him.
I know.
So, okay. What's one book you think everybody should read?
Oh my goodness. You ask me that and I go blank, and I keep a list of books, like a shared list of books that I either are on a wish list that I want to have more time to read, or books that are out there. But right now, anything with Stoicism is really impactful to me. So anything that surrounds Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism is really what's capturing my attention the most right now, just because it's relatable. I think in my time of where I am in life, and so I would say anything relating to Stoicism right now that you can get your hands on is it's relatable and it's impactful, and you just feel like a better human being after you read it and digest it. It takes a little bit of energy. Yeah. And some intentionality to really kind of digest it and make it meaningful into yourself. But yeah, that's what I'd recommend.
So we know you like Fuentes, you like the beach, and you like to read. Yeah. So what does your days off from ASU look like? Do you have any hobbies that you like to do besides reading?
Wait, nobody told me that we get days off? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I do get days off, yes. Gosh.
My producer makes me laugh. He's back there just laughing away at you.
Oh my gosh.
He just makes me laugh even harder.
You get the view, I don't. So on my days off, anything outside. I love to be outside, whether it's picking up trash, whether it's with the dog, whether it's whatever it is. If I can be outside and the weather is nice and warm and not windy and dusty.
I know.
Yeah. Then I am happy. I love to, I think the nature of our work in higher ed is you work and you don't see instant results. You have to wait, whether it's waiting on a test to get your final grade to see how you did, or whether it's developing curriculum and see how the course ran, or whatever it is. There's not that instant gratification. So yeah, it's that delayed gratification. And I'm great with that. But on my time off, I like to do things that give me instant gratification. So like cleaning and organizing. It's really fun for me. I like to organize, and it's instant gratification. Like you're in the work, you see the before, you see the after, and it's a beautiful thing. So just doing. I just love to just do stuff.
I feel like for me, like just cleaning, organizing, it's a stress reliever for me. So it's kind of my next question for you. It's like, how do you manage the stress of, you have such a high position here at ASU, and then you have, I'm sure you mentioned your family. How do you balance the work-life balance and just stress in general?
That's so interesting to me because I don't stress over work-life balance. Yeah. I feel like when we start really looking at work-life balance and worrying about work-life balance, it brings a certain layer of stress to achieve that. And I don't want that pressure. I am fortunate that I trust and love the people around me. And so I've got an amazing husband who says, he never says you're working too much or you need to do this. Or he never, ever. He supports me in all things. But I trust the people around me to say, you need to get some rest or you need to take some time off. And that's my balance. That's when I say, you know what, I need to unplug a little bit. And I follow their directions. But I have found, have you ever been in those situations where you're really enjoying something and somebody comes up to you and says, you better enjoy it right now because it's not always going to be this way? When I hear that, it stresses me out because now it's like, oh my gosh, I was enjoying this and now you're telling me I better enjoy it. And so now there's a layer of stress.
I'm feeling really pressured to enjoy this
so
now.
Like, oh my gosh, I have the stress to enjoy it. But I don't really think about it, and I just rely on myself. If I'm starting to, I love serving others. I love that. And when I start feeling fatigue from serving others because I'm not getting enough myself, that's one of my signs that I say, okay, I've got to replenish a little bit of balance for me so I can continue to give to others. So it's paying attention to your own personal cues, and to me, more importantly, paying attention to those around me. And when I start seeing that the grass needs watering or the relationship needs tending, then I pay attention to those cues and I adjust where I need to.
Awesome. Yeah. That's good advice. As far as sorry, I have the worst, I don't know what's going on with my throat.
You and everybody else. Well, could
sorry.
it be like a 90-mile-an-hour dust outside?
So I'm so sorry if my voice is like cutting in and out. But what were we talking about?
We were talking about dust.
Dust. Oh, yes. So what is one of the awards that you've received that you feel most proud about?
Wow, this is a hard question because I don't know. I know a recent award that I got is that I'm so grateful for is it was an education like a dean's award that I got. But I'm always grateful for acknowledgement and recognition. But awards are really not, I think people that know me best know that I kind of like to shy away from, I love the conversations and stuff like that, but it's not really my thing, and I don't keep track of them. I'm always grateful when I do receive them, but I don't recall them, I don't. I know I've received some, but it's just kind of one of those things that it's nice, and then it's time to move on. My biggest reward is the thing, serving students and seeing what we do. The greatest rewards are, having, a couple of times a year when we have those students walk across the stage and I get to hug their neck or shake their hand and just see, to hear the audience, to hear the celebration of each one of those students. It never, ever gets old. Standing on that platform and looking out to the group of graduates never, ever gets old. I've been doing this since 2007.
Oh my goodness.
And every commencement is as special as it was the very first one I ever went to.
That is so cute.
Yeah.
What do you feel like is one thing that you cannot live without?
You're asking me all hard questions.
It could be a person too.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a person.
Yeah.
A pet.
A pet. Yeah, because if I say a person, man, that's like, what am I?
I'm gonna be shallow. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I could live without my phone. Not because I'm glued to it, but we just depend on it so much.
I could live without my phone.
You could?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wish I could. It's so distracting sometimes.
It's so distracting. Yeah.
I wish I could. My whole life is on there though.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Well, mine is too. But I remember the days before phones, before being attached to phones, and so I sometimes miss those days.
Yes.
Yeah. I couldn't. I'm gonna go really kind of cheesy here. I couldn't go a day without optimism. You know what I mean? Like just knowing that things are always going to get better for us. I think optimism, is that laughter I hear?
That is our producer. He's having the time of his life over there.
Optimism. She said optimism. It should be the phone. She said optimism. That's so cheesy.
He's probably laughing because we could share you some of that around Ram Radio.
Yeah, that's my answer. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so this is a radio show. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, what music are you listening to right now?
It depends. Depends on my mood. I love every genre of music.
Do you?
But I do. But I will say right now, I'm really heavy into it's a genre called dark academia. Have you heard of it?
No.
I know it sounds weird, but it's really very focusing music. I have a tendency to, I'm a counter. I'm a number. I count. I have a tendency to just count along with cadence or beat or something like that. So when I do that and I'm trying to study, I find myself counting along with the musical beats, and that's not what I need. I need something that just plays in the background and I can focus. So dark academia to me right now, that genre is really good. It helps me focus. And I need all the help I can get, just staying focused on task after task. But I really love all music. When I'm driving down the road, I love...
Let me rephrase that. Yeah. Driving.
I'm driving, flying low, driving. I have a certain type of music that gets me up and down the road. And
you got your road trip playlist?
Yeah.
You gotta have a road trip playlist and your road trip snacks.
And snacks are best.
What kind of snacks do you have as a vegetarian for road snacks? I'm just wondering.
Not beef jerky.
Skinny Pop?
Skinny Pop.
I love Skinny Pop.
Smart Food. I love Smart Food popcorn better than Skinny Pop. Yeah.
I never had to go try the Smart Food. I don't know.
It's so good. Just get the original cheddar, the white cheddar kind. But popcorn, peanut M&Ms, of course water, Coke, all the good stuff. Yeah.
For sure.
Yep. Yeah.
Do you have a dream vacation? I know you said you had a favorite vacation, but do you have one that you haven't gone to yet, a dream vacation?
Yes, probably Scotland and Ireland. Yeah, that's on the bucket list, so we'll get there. But it's a big one. My husband and I went to South Korea a couple of years ago, and that's a haul.
Yeah.
It takes a little while to recover after that one.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful trip, and it was an amazing trip. I was invited there by our partner university, but those are big trips. So, but Scotland, Ireland is next on the bucket list.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have a biggest pet peeve?
No.
No.
I don't think so. No, I'm pretty easygoing.
Yeah.
I have noticed. Okay, so I do have a pet peeve. Okay, erase that.
Erase
Yes,
that.
I do have a pet peeve.
Scratch that, guys.
So I have found recently that driving, I'll be at a red light, and now my pet peeve is if you do not accelerate immediately to go when the green light, I mean immediately.
I feel like you're just talking the boys' language over there. That's so funny.
Well, you get honked at. If you don't go immediately, you get, I mean, sometimes it's full on honk and sometimes it's just a friendly little tap. But I'm like, you guys, I know.
So you're the one getting honked at.
I'm the one getting honked at.
Okay, the boys are the ones doing the honking.
Oh my God, get in here. What? I knew I recognized them.
They honked at you before.
I had pictures of your license plate.
They didn't know. They were honking at.
You know, I know my reaction speed is not what it used to be when I was young, but seriously, the time it takes me to get my foot off the brake and onto the gas, I'm not on my phone.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
I'm paying
people.
attention.
I'm paying attention. I mean,
everybody's just in a rush to get everywhere.
That's what it is. You're exactly right.
We're always crunched on time, running late, in a rush.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I wish I could slow down. I don't want to be running 100 miles an hour, but sometimes I feel like we do.
I know. Yeah.
I'm so excited, though, for spring break.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Do you have any plans for spring break?
No.
Are you resting, reading, working outside?
Catching up on honestly, catching up. I'm looking forward to using the time to catch up on some reports and some what I call fun stuff. Some reports and some
reports does not sound fun.
It's so it's like strategic planning and organization in like a structural organization.
Is it work related?
It is work related. Yeah.
So you're not taking a break for spring break?
Probably not, but a break is coming at some point. at some point.
No, I understand. Yeah. It's so hard because I want to take that break. I'm so excited. Like finally, we could kind of take a breather. But also, as a student, we're thinking, we have our final exams coming up. I have my comp exam coming up. So in my head, I'm thinking spring cleaning. Got to study for my comp exam, and I still want to rest and do something fun
and read.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. Is that too much to ask? Just read for pleasure. And not whatever it is at the assignment. Yeah, I know.
And it seems like it's getting harder and harder to do now.
Yeah.
You
have to be intentional about it. So I say I'm not going on spring break, but I know that if I put the work in and get caught up, maybe even get ahead. So in April, I have things planned like I'm going to see my nephew in San Diego. Oh, he's in the Navy and he's going to go on deployment. And so this is one of the last times I'm going to get to go and see him on his big carrier, and so that's a reward for working hard. So
yes, that's exciting. I'm really excited about spring break. I was thinking about going to Rio Doso, but I'm also thinking I need to spring clean my house and I need to study.
Go on the trip. Your house is going to be there when you get back. You just take the trip.
He says go on the trip. It'll be fine. That is so funny. What is one thing that people may not know about you?
Probably, I think people think I am, maybe by the nature of my work, and that I'm extroverted, but I'm really not. Yeah. At the heart of me, I'm an introvert, and I'm, believe it or not, I'm quiet, and I'm okay with being quiet and introverted. So yeah. A lot of people are surprised to know that because I already spilled the beans on the vegetarian thing.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, that would have been such a good one. Would have
been perfect. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, but next time.
It's okay.
Yeah.
What else so I know you talked about like getting ahead and planning. So how do you, I guess, keep up with like time management? How do you, I guess, manage your time accordingly? Do you have a morning routine?
Well, I'm not great at time management.
Really? I didn't get that from you when you're planning on your spring break and talking about April.
Yeah. No, and that's only because my nephew planned it for me. Okay. So I'm not good at time management. I'm not.
Me either.
Yeah. My calendar, I just live and die by my calendar. So I've got to have my calendar. If anybody needs me, send me a calendar invite. Get it on my calendar. But really, I'm not great at time management. Again, I depend on people around me, and And I don't have a morning routine because usually it's like, it's morning time, you know, and because I'm not a great morning person either. I do my, you know, like nighttime is really where I can focus and get going on stuff. So my brain's not awake really, really early.
So what time do you get up?
Oh, it depends. You know, usually just naturally I'll wake up probably about 6:15.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's still pretty early.
No, I wake up. I didn't say I get up. I wake up.
So do you drink coffee when you wake up?
Oh, okay. One of the things that people should know about me that don't is I've never had a cup of coffee. I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That hurt me for you.
Yeah.
You never were interested in trying it?
No.
Did you try it and you didn't like it? You just never...
I've had a sip, you know.
You didn't like it?
No.
Was it black?
I don't know what it was.
I mean, I like black coffee, but most people don't like black coffee.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Now that is something that should have definitely came up.
I know.
About something.
Well, look what happened. I know your audience is going to be stunned.
I know.
I may not be the same person walking around campus anymore now after this.
Do you drink energy drinks?
No, never had an energy drink. This is all natural.
Oh my goodness. I am so jealous.
Yeah. Well,
oh my gosh. That's crazy.
I drink a lot of tea though.
Tea?
Tea.
And sweet, sweet?
Mm-hmm. Both. Oh. Mostly, so my morning routine consists of hot tea.
Oh, okay.
I drink a lot of tea throughout the day.
I like tea.
And tea's heavily caffeinated, so yeah.
I had to have some tea today for this throat.
Yeah. See, that's good.
But regularly I'm a coffee drinker.
Tea and honey.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know, like that's good for you.
Yes. Okay. So, how do you motivate others and I guess not only your staff but students? How do you do that?
Oh gosh, I don't know. So I haven't actually been dedicated faculty with just a full faculty load in several years. Mm-hmm. It's one of the things I miss most about what I do is just not having that direct contact with a student.
Yes.
I will say that I'm a storyteller. I like to tell stories, and I teach through shared experiences. I think that resonates with everyone. Mm-hmm. When you can talk about shared experiences, whether they're great shared experiences and you learn so much from them, or they're terrible shared experiences and you learn so much from them, I think to be able to relate that to students, make professors relatable, get over that that maybe intimidation factor or just not being relatable, I think stands in the way of really deep learning. So I try to motivate people through stories, through experiences.
And that's why I love this show, because now people get to know you, and you are so very relatable. Sometimes I think it's intimidating thinking about, we're a student, you're a dean, but you are very relatable.
Well,
so.
that's what.
And it is your stories.
Well, I've got a whole lot of them. So.
Oh my goodness. So, what is your vision for the department going forward?
We're growing right now. We're in a tough landscape. I say the College of Education. We're full of educators. That's what we do. Some of us came from K-12 into higher education, and some of us came straight, in from other industries into the College of Education. But everybody there has a servant heart, and they have an educator's heart. And so I think that's what really sets us aside. Not that anybody else doesn't have an educator's heart, but we live this. It's what we do every day. It makes us a little bit different. So we're in a tough landscape because it's no secret we don't have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people lining up. And I say we, the state of Texas, the nation, don't have so many teachers lining up. Or people coming in to be teachers. Unfortunately, it's so sad to me that it's a profession that we have to recruit. We should have such a rich pool of teachers that we're having to say, I'm so sorry, we don't have room for you this year, but we're going to keep you on the list. Ideally, that is my perfect utopian society is where we have so many high quality caring people that we have to turn them away. Unfortunately, that's not where we are right now. So my vision for what we do in the College of Education is to just keep after it. Keep restoring esteem to the profession of teaching. Keep leading by example. Keep working on, we have grown into really trusting in professional relationships with SAISD, our partners, TLCA, Ballinger Miles, all the schools around here. We've really tried to build great relationships with them so that we can be responsive to their needs too. So that we can prepare these really great high quality teachers to go out and tackle the challenges in the workforce.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what we want to do.
Okay, well, we are actually out of time, but so I just wanted to see, do you want to leave our audience with any last words?
No, I just want to say, how fortunate I feel to be a part of the RAM fam, and it takes us all. It's not just one person or one thought or one walk. It takes us all to do it. So I'm just proud and privileged to be here.
All right. Yep. Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Again, this was Faculty Spotlight. We'll see y'all again next week.